Good afternoon, everybody. Big Mike back here with you once again. Welcome back to Big Mike Talks, where today I bring you my predictions for this coming Saturday's WWE Payback pay-per-view. Interestingly built show. Definitely feels B-level. Although Survivor Series is coming out after this, I'll give my thoughts on what's going to happen for then. But we're going to start off with a tag team match player, and it is for the undisputed tag team titles. As the Judgment Day, that's Finn Balor and Damian Priest, take on the Franken team of Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. It's going to be interesting to see how Cody and Jey coexist, considering all the stuff that's happened with the Bloodline, as brought up by Drew McIntyre. Who is interestingly not on this card, but I do have an idea. So I'm going to have the Judgment Day retaining, but instead of JD McDonough coming and interfering, I think it's going to be Drew McIntyre. Now, Drew is on his way to becoming a heel. It's more than obvious. Heel equals bad guy, obviously. And I think he's going to come out and cost Cody Rhodes. Now, I think what that's going to entail is Jay's going to go for the hot tag for Cody Rhodes, and then Drew is going to pull him off the apron and brawl with him up the ramp, leaving Jay all by his lonesome. Then, who knows, maybe Kevin Owens comes out and makes the save. I don't know. I think that would be kind of interesting, although I'm really kind of done with the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Judgment Day story. Honestly, what I think this is going to lead to, obviously we're going to have a feud between Drew and Cody, which to me sounds awesome. But coming for Survivor Series, which is going to be on November 10th, I believe we're going to get War Games again, and it's going to be Judgment Day versus Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. I feel like that's where we're going on our road to Survivor Series. But, honestly, could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Next up, we got a 6-man tag team match player. And, interesting participants. We got the LWO, which is Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, and then either Joaquin Wilde or Cruz del Toro. I'll give my thoughts on that in a little bit. Taking on Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, which, WWE, this group needs a name. I don't care if it's like Hurt Business 2.0, they need a name. Anyway, the partner I think the LWO are going to choose isn't either Wild or Del Toro, because, I don't know, they both kind of feel like losers, and the obvious one to eat a pinfall. So here's what I'm going to say is going to happen. I think we're going to have all four on the ramp, along with Selena Vega. They're kind of teasing who's going to be out. Out comes Carlito to make his WWE return. He has been signed since Backlash. So he's kind of been, sitting in the back, sitting in catering. Let's get him on screen and let's get him in a match. And what more protective than a 6-man tag? Now, here's who I think is going to win. I think the LWO is going to pick up the victory. And we're leading to Bobby Lashley being a bit more PO'd with the Street Profits in the last couple weeks. So I think that continues, which maybe leads to Carmelo Hayes being called up. Maybe we see Jade Cargill be put in this group. Honestly, the sky's the limit for this new group, and I'm pretty hyped for it. Next up, we got a triple threat match for the WWE Women's title, as Io Sky defends against Asuka and Charlotte Flair. This one is kind of tough to call because I've been really liking Io. Io's a great competitor, honestly, as is the rest of these ladies. And I think Io would need a real significant win on pay-per-view to solidify, she's not just... This move wasn't just made to please fans, to shut up fans. So I think Io retains her title despite Bayley trying to get involved. And that's kind of been the story with Damage Control lately. Bayley, while the leader of Damage Control, has been butting into Io Sky's business, in which I think she'll try to do it one more time, which will lead to Io finally breaking off with the group. Next up, we got tag team match player as John Cena teams up with LA Knight, to take on the Bloodline, which is Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. I put it in air quotes because, Jimmy's still kind of a rebel. Like, he's the one who kind of started this whole Usos versus the Bloodline thing. And, wow, so it does appear Solo and Paul kind of trust Jimmy. It does still feel like they're on the outs. And I think that leads to an LA Knight and John Cena win. Honestly, Jimmy has kind of lost some of his luster a bit with Jay kind of flourishing. So I could see Solo bailing on Jimmy mid-match and Jimmy trying to fight for himself. And yes, I know I did that for Judgment Day as well. But I think he does it on his own or on orders from Roman. As kind of a test for Jimmy, which he fails. And then once Roman Reigns comes back, they'll have a talking to. And here is more than likely our main event of the evening, and it's for the World Heavyweight title in a last man standing match. We got Seth Rollins defending against Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, little explanation for those who don't know about what last man standing stipulation is. There's no pinfalls, no submissions. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent long enough for a 10 count by the referee. That's it. It's no DQ. It's brutal. I can't remember the last time we had a last man standing. This one's going to be kind of interesting, I guess. Although this feud has been a little cold for me. But this one's kind of tough to call because I've kind of been enjoying Seth's reign as world champion. But I think he deserves a little time off. So maybe we see Nakamura win here. And then maybe he gets challenged by others. Maybe like Chad Gable or Ciampa or Gargano. Something a little new. Something different. But overall, I think I'm going to pick Seth Rollins. Because he's the fighting champion. And that is it for me for my Fastlane predictions. Tomorrow, going to be recapping the week that was in pro wrestling. And Saturday's the show. I'm pretty excited for it. Hope you guys are too. And until next time, happy wrestling, everybody. Peace.